Hello everyone, and welcome back here to TTML F2.0. So this time it's not the F2 Division 2 of F1, but it's the F2 cars, and it's time for Season 3 with the F2 cars, and we are headed to France, Paul Ricard circuit in for France then for pre-season here in with Formula 2 cars. My name is NSR Pride 22, or real name Oliver Andreasen, and I will be taking you guys through today's races here in Formula 2 by myself. I don't have any co-commentator sadly, but I think we're gonna manage to get a good race and good show for you viewers out there. 13 drivers in the lobby at the moment. We have a few minutes till we'll start. I'm gonna share the stream in a few Discord, so we'll get some more viewers, and then we'll get into a small pre-race talk show with me then. But of course, I just need to share this in a few Discords, so we'll have a few more visiting the stream. So again, this is season 3 of F2 or Formula 2 here in TTML, and it's a pre-season at France today. We first have a one-shot qualifying, then we have the future race, and then in sprint race we have top 8 reversed. So that will be changed between the two races, of course, and I'm looking forward to this. I have driven a little bit of F2 in this game, and I gotta say, I love it. The cars, the sound, everything is just amazing. And getting to commentate them, I think I've actually commentated F2 in another league once, not so many weeks ago, to be honest. And two cars can give some great racing. It's not bad racing, I can promise you that. Close fights and everything you can imagine. So 13 drivers here and now. Whoa. A little bit tired here. I think I'm gonna open my... I have a monster here that we could open. There we go. Which will give us some more energy, of course. And of course, I managed to spill some myself. Well done, Oliver. So yeah, next season, season 3 of Formula 2, we have a calendar of 8 races. And today, pre-season is at France, Paul Ricard circuit, and then for 5th March, race number 1, we're going to Bahrain. Then after that, we have Spain on the calendar, and after that, we have the streets of Baku in Azerbaijan. For race number 4 at on 26th of March, we are going to Britain, Silverstone, of course, the most classic circuit on the F1 calendar. Then, race number 5, the 2nd April, we are going to Sochi Autodrome, Russia. Then for Italy, race number 6, Monza, not Imola, but Monza. Then we have a break week, the 16th April, there will be no race. And then for race number 7, Brazil, Sao Paulo, 23rd April. And the season finale is at the Yas Marina in Abu Dhabi, and that's going to be race number 8 on the 30th April. And I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say. I don't know if I'm gonna commentate this each Saturday. Normally on Saturdays I'm busy. Right now I didn't have anything specific to do, so that's why I stepped in here. And of course I'm by myself, as you can hear. But I will give you guys some great show and something to look or something to enjoy. Having a calm Saturday evening. I think most of us are enjoying Saturday's evening, just sitting home, relaxing, and yeah, sit back, relax, bring your popcorn, bring some soda, and enjoy the F2 racing we're gonna get very soon. 15 drivers here now for the racing. And of course, once again, we have a one-shot qualifying which will set the grid for the future race, which is 11 laps if you look down in the left corner. Then we have the sprint race, 15 laps then, and the top 8 from the future race will be reversed. So if Tom here, Tom LD27, gets P8 in the future race, he will start on pole position in the sprint race. And if Kermit wins the future race, he'll start P8 in the sprint race. So there we have it, a little bit better. Then you have a better overview of how every time I'm gonna do. I hope it's not like that now, that it is bad. But of course we'll have to find out. Still waiting for the drive to start. I think we're waiting for one driver. See in Discord, maximum attack is still not here, so I think he's the one we are waiting for. Meanwhile, I'll take some Pepsi Max. So yeah, just gonna see if he's joining us. We're still waiting for an answer here in the Discord. Kermit is in the chat. He's also on the track here, ready for some racing, and he will be driving the MP Motorsport. What we can do is I can give you a look at the driver lineup. So in the premise, we will have Dylan MacGyver and F1 David. In the is it a UNI car? I think so. It's a UNI car, or Virtuga. F, we are Frankie and Casper Iverson. Then in the call-ins, we will have ESW, the Welsh driver, Camrose, the Dragon himself. And then in call-in, we have DRA Storm. Next one then is High Tech, which is maximum attack. I don't think he will get into the lobby because he had an update on his PlayStation, I think it was. In the ARTs, we'd have two Dane, TTG and Neymar Mig, and NSR Roygard. Roygard, he is in the lobby. I don't think so. No, the birthday child, or I'm not sure how old he gets today, to be honest, but it's his birthday today, not on track, celebrating his birthday, and that's understandable. Then in the MP Motorsport, we have Tizky Kermit, Mr. TTG, the owner of everything, and the other Dane Legend. Then we have Tizky Tamo and their Tony in the campus. In Dams, we have Jamie and Honda Badger, and the reserves for this season will be Yogi F1, Tidgi Noisy, ET8 Vengeance, VR Ivan, Tidgi Yellow Geesen, NSR Maxi Sam, Tom LD27, and F We Are Guil. So, yeah, that is driver lineup. As the last driver is struggling with some copying around the update. So the drivers are getting the signal of ready up. It's light, camera, action. Or as we can say, drivers, start your engine. And we are going to get into this one-shot qualifying around Paul Ricard in front. Going to be exciting to see, will it be rain, will it be dry? In a 5-lapper here, a few weeks ago I did, it was raining, and it's actually really fun to race at this track with F2 cars in the wet. Of course, I'm one of those who loves racing when it rains though. I don't know. Of course, I will. People have always been confused of me why I like it, but yeah, I just enjoy it. It's so much more challenging, so much more drama and fun. But yeah, here in qualifying, the sun is shining, so no rain yet. But of course, could be in the future or sprint race maybe. So we have a few more viewers here. Welcome everyone. Hope you are having a wonderful Saturday evening. Give me your prediction in chat. Who do you think will come up top in the one-shot qualifying now? In 5 seconds we will get into the start and we'll find a driver to go on board with. See that we are with TTML Noisy. He's in the Trident car for tonight. So we'll look with him then on the soft tires, of course, and turn 1 and 2 here, hitting good, taking a lot of curve, really important to do. Currently leading here in the qualifying so far. Into the next corner. I don't have a track map. Oh no. But yeah, we're still heading into second sector. I have to get a track map. France F1 track map. Important. Oh my god. We're still gonna get out to the back straight. Noisy have dropped a few positions down to P7 now. Up to P6 now. Maybe he have a little bit more straight line speed than the other. It is Frankie have retired, and it is Casper in the top now with Honda Badger into the chicane here on the back straight. And then we have a small straight again down towards turn 10 it is, which is a fast right-hander. On F1 you can take it flat out, but in F2 I don't think you can. Or you can, as Noisy just did it. P5 currently for him into turn 11 then, another fast right-hander, but you have to brake in a lot here, as we can see, a lot more than with the F1 cars. Upwards towards turn 12 then, and you gotta be careful with that inside curve, as it easily can make a spin. It almost gets a little bit of wheel spin in the TTML driver. Heading into turn 14 then, tricky pit entry here. But let's hope everyone can take it right today. Into turn 15 and the right-hander, the last one as well. And we're gonna get out on the start for this straight. And that is a lap of Paul Ricard, and it looks like Casper is the fastest with Maxi P3 and Noisy getting P4, Tamo being P2. We have Frankie with a DNF, and I think it was four or five drivers there who got disqualified. There, so invalidation for them. We see here Casper take 3/10 down to TTML Tamo in the campus. Then we got Endosor Max time P3 in Trident, and his teammate Noisy in P4. Tony getting P5 with his campus. Then we got TTML Kermit, the fastest Brit here in the MP Motorsport. We got Legend P7. We got Camels P8. Tom P9, Storm P10, then we got Dylan, Honda Badger, Ivan, and Gully getting disqualified or no time then, so invalidation. And FVR Frankie in the Uni Virtuosi Racing, no time here. So yeah, that was the qualifying then, guys, and we're gonna get into the future race. 11 laps and top 8 will be reversed for this. No, sorry, sprint race first. Oh my god, I've said so much wrong then this evening. It's the top 8 reversed for this race then maybe. I should know this, but sadly I don't know this. We'll find out soon when we look at the grid how it is, but of course we will get it from Mage Lab where we can take a little bit more look at exactly that. A little bit more monster. As I said, I'm alone in the commentator box today, so I will need to have a few breaks from talking. But yeah, if we look here then, it is, the whole grid is, no, not the whole grid, top 10 is reversed in the sprint race. Of course, I totally forgot that in F2. So Storm gets pole position then. And of these 8 drivers, the top 8 here will be reversed for the race. Or the next race, which is then a future race then, I think. As it says, sprint race on this. But yeah, Storm leading the formation lap and showing us it in the beautiful Red Bull livery here. I like the fact that I'm saying beautiful Red Bull livery, but I'm drinking a Monster. And on the grid, everyone except 2 drivers are starting on hard tires. We got Kermit and Ivan going to try something different on the soft tires. So interesting choice here from them. But I'm interested to see how fast the tire wear out and how that will be for the soft runners. We do have the UNI drivers, no, the Carlin drivers then, P1 and P3 for the start of this race. And then we have the 2, is it the MP Motorsport maybe? Or am I wrong? MP Motorsport? Yeah, the MP Motorsport P4 and P5. The Trident drivers, Noise and Maxi Sam, will have a little more work to do to start a little bit higher in or the qualifier. In the qualifying there was P4, P3 and P4, now P7 and P8. But if they can show that they have the same pace in a race, I think it won't be any problem for them climbing positions. So I'll just take a small talking break while the grid gets set back up here before it gets racing for 11 laps here then. A few of these drivers raced around Spain yesterday for the or Formula 1 cars F4 race number 2 of their season, and tonight they're in the Formula 2 cars. We are getting ready as the last drivers, the 2 VR drivers getting back on the grid. On the back there, P4 to P15. Now then, we are going to wait for the 5 red lights. They are on, and we have 4 and 5 red lights. They are on, and it's lights out, and away we go racing. Who gets the better start? Is it Storm? Is it Tom? Tom gets a little bit of better start. He's on the outside of Storm. What about Cameron? Oh, when it touches, there's a touch there. Campbell, no, Storm is sent around there. Tom has to cut the corner a little bit, and Campbell's is up into the lead now. Tom side by side with Maxi. Maxi gonna try the outside of him now. How does this go into the next corner? Oh, and now also Casper here. Casper making move 5 positions just on the start right now. I was unlucky for Storm there, getting a touch from, I think it was, Tom here. Side by side racing with many of the drivers. Tom is struggling a little bit. Could there be any front wing damage at his car maybe? Not any visible damage, but still. Could be something maybe. Let's look at there. Tony has went up into the lead in front of Camels now, leading this race so far. That Legend right to the back of Camels, and after that we have a big gap. That's Casper. Look at Maxi. Casper climbed 6 places on the first lap. Maxi is gonna try to get back on Casper on the outside, but he can't do it. He has to try and go the long way around, but he can't do it. Then we got Tamo and Kermit here side by side. Dylan is back into the lobby. Kermit gets that P6 from Tamo, and Honeybacher P6. I think he has climbed many places as well now on the start. Oh, look at Kermit now, gonna try the outside of his TTG teammate, but he can't do it. Breaks a little bit too late, and it doesn't work out. But look at position changes here. Oh, and that's Noisy, I think. Noisy has been around. I have a 3-second time penalty for Kermit on the first lap for track limits. Now then, oh, and the internet isn't the best one for me right now, sadly. But still, Frankie on the inside. No, I almost tried it to Kermit there. Honeybacher and Maxi fighting. Honeybacher now up to P5 then. And that is Kermit. Kermit has been around in turn 2. And these F4 cars looks fun to drive. It's gonna be interesting to be on the track with them as Maxim is his corner there a little bit and has to go wide. Frankie is disconnected? I think Frankie is disconnected. I'm looking for him then. Yeah, it looks like he's... Oh, there he's back. That's weird. Oh, Camels! Camels is out of the race and into the wall. I've lost the wheel as well. Will it be in the safety car maybe? Doesn't look like it, but there is... unlucky for the Wells driver, but look at Dylan now on Storm. Gonna try to the inside down towards turn 10. Can he get over to gun? He can, and he's up in front of the DRA's driver before the corner. Well done there to the Prema driver. Guil on Frankie as well. I'm not sure if it's Francie or Frankie, but I'll stick to Frankie, and then he'll have to send me a message after the race. And I think it is the Wi-Fi. I'm not sure if it's mine or him, as it's only him lying like that. If there's maybe any desync at him, I'm not totally sure. So we can go to Casper, then hunting down, or actually the two Danish driver, Legend and Casper. They're Tony with a 2.3 second lead at the moment, driving really fast here. And there we have. That Max's time he have been around. The Trident driver driving for NSR has been around, and it's down to P10 now. We are on board with Casper, Casper Iverson chasing down Legend 2904. And now with DRS enabled, I think Casper will get this. Only 2 tenths behind his fellow Dane, and he's using a DRS and gonna go on the inside long before the corner, and he is past him. And also Honeybatcher gonna give it a try there maybe. He almost had it, tried to fight there with Legend, and he is almost on his inside. He is on his inside there a little bit. Can he get this good slipstream and try it down into turn 10? I don't think so, as Legend do have a little bit of slipstream, but Tony Roger gets a good slipstream. He's lifting off a little bit to not go side by side there. And also Tamo right behind him here as well. Great driving from these drivers, and look at Tamo. He's gonna try it on the inside here into turn 11, and he almost had it. Ivan picking up a 3-second time penalty here now. This is the fight for P2 on track. They're Tony 2.3 seconds in front of them. Sorry guys, sorry. Every time I commentate, I just start yawning. I really don't understand why. But now that Tamo and Honeybatcher, both of them have the DRS. Honeybatcher have more slipstream, and he can use that to defend him. He's in the slipstream of Legend, but Tamo on the outside into turn 1. He breaks a little bit later. Is it enough? They're side by side into turn 2, and look at this. Honeybatcher has to go off the track a little bit, but they're still side by side as they're headed down to turn number 4. I think, turn number 3 and 4. Honeybatcher keeps that P4. Tamo, he wants to try and get it back. Oh, when he almost gets an oversteer, then almost spins around. But again, managed to save it. And they are almost lost the DRS on Legend. Now, Legend almost lost the DRS on Casper as well. Awesome driving here. I gotta say, I love it, guys. Love it. What about further back to the field then? Storm and Dylan. Oh, Dylan has disconnected, so he's not driving then. Storm up to P13. Noisy on Kermit. Noisy's in the DRS. He has the DRS. Kermit doesn't have the DRS, and Noisy is going to go on the inside of the MP Motorsport driver. And it's up into P11. Almost touches there. And he has his Trident teammate in front of him now. Max this time. Both of them have spun this race. Also Kermit. So just the battle for the spun out drivers. Dylan is back into the lobby, and he's just a second behind Storm, so he could potentially try and get back into the fight with Storm, but they are 11 seconds behind these guys. And in the midfield here, the gaps have spread up as Frankie is right behind, but on the timing board it says 2.4. So, and as Frankie had some problems earlier, I'm not sure if it's his internet or if it's the desync. But now then, Legend, he have managed to keep himself within the DRS on Casper, but Casper is almost speeding up the gap he needs that Legend can't have. And now the whole timing board has glitched. Not fun, Codemaster, not fun. Ivan isn't a bit noisy. Fastest lap of the race, 1:43.6 here. Oh, Tamo and Honey Badger side by side there. I think there was a touch there as Tamo was almost around. Honey Badger had to cut the corner and he picked up a 3-second time penalty because of this as well. I just noticed it in the background as I changed camera angle. Now then, I don't think Legend has the DRS. He don't have the DRS, and look at him trying to break the slipstream to Honey Badger, but Honey Badger in the slipstream with the DRS. He's gonna go on the inside down towards turn number 7. It is, I think, turn 8. I mean, or 7. It is turn 8. Sorry about that. Legend, keep it. Honey Badger with another time penalty. Now then, Honey Badger is going to try on the inside of the Dane down towards turn 10. Can he manage to do this? Frankie has less deception. They are side by side, but Honey Badger gets that overtake now. And look at Tamo going to come on Legend as well. Can he keep it there? He's going to try to put it on the inside. Is he close enough? He's just not close enough as Maxi gets a 10-second time penalty for corner getting. But look at Tamo. He's going to go with the outside of the Danish driver here. But Legend is managing it. No, he's not. Legend gets back on him, and he's past the MP Motorsport driver, and up to P4 he goes. I think he's in the DRS. He is in the DRS of Honey Badger, but I'm not sure if Honey Badger is in the DRS of Casper. He is not. So now Tamo is going to try and hunt down Honey Badger once again. They have had a lot of battle in this first lap. And now they're going to fight for P3, but Honey Badger, he do have a 3-second time penalty, so if Legend can keep in the back of them, he is struggling a little bit, but if he can keep in the back of them, this could be Tamo and Legend fighting for that P3 maybe, but it looks like Legend is struggling a little bit here. My voice is absolutely ruined as there was a little bit of sliding there for the Danish driver, and he's outside of the DRS. Frankie back into the lobby, but now then look at Tamo closing in on Honey Badger. He's gonna go for it on the inside. He almost hits it. Yeah, I think it was to. Now he's gonna try to go around the outside. His car's there. They touches a little bit, and Honey Badger almost loses it. And now he's weaving. He is angry, or he's frustrated with the driving of Tamo here, of his TTG teammate. Tamo is gonna try to go on the outside. He can't find the gap there either. Honey Badger is just defending too, and he is frustrated with Tamo now. He's gonna defend everything he has as my Wi-Fi starts to mess up a little bit once again. Beautiful here, the drama, the action, everything. And look at these two as well. Look at Honey Badger. He has climbed 9 positions from where he started. Absolutely amazing. We have a yellow flag. I think that's Max's sign. He have also pitted, I think. Casper is the fastest lap of the race so far. 1:43.6 then. Honey Badger with Tamo right on the back of him now. Legend out of the DRS, and Guril have catched in on Legend. So Legend not having the pace with these guys, but it is getting overcast here. And it would be interesting if we got some rain eventually, but look at Tamo. Tamo looks faster than Honey Badger at this stage of the race, and he really wants to get past him. I think we saw him last lap here. Now then, he's 3/10 behind. He will have the DRS. Can he get a good exit here? Honey Badger gets a better exit, almost 4/10 now, but Tamo with the DRS and slipstream, he is going to close in, but is it enough? I'm not sure. I don't think it's enough. The F2 cars are different, Bill. Look, Tamo is closing in. Oh, I thought he would go for it, but what about Legend? Oh, Guil did get past Legend here. Tamo then gets a great exit, but not good enough. Or is it good enough? He's right on the back of the Honey Badger, even with a penalty as well. And now I think Frankie has been around there out on the back straight here. But again, Tamo and Honey Badger goes wide, and no, Tamo wants to go there on the inside, but he can't get the car up to speed there. He has to be careful with the throttle so he doesn't spin around. Legend also on the back of Guil not pulling away easily from the Danish driver. Now Tamo and Honey Badger Honeyweiser, the Dutch driver here, defending everything he can for this P3. He do have penalties, he will lose positions, but still, he wants to cross the line in P3. Now then, DRS once again for Tamo down towards turn 1. He's set in the fastest level of the way. It's 143.5, and it's going to go on the inside into turn 1 there, side by side. Who's going to get it this time? It is Honeyweiser trying to defend it. They touches, and Tamo almost goes off track. They're still side by side, and look at it. Also racing between the two TTML drivers. They're still side by side into turn 3 and 4. And look at him. Honeyweiser not want to give this position to Tamo. Tamo doesn't get his position either. And Tamo now on the back once again. But he will get the DRS, and look how close he is. He's on the rear ring of Honeyweiser, and with the DRS, he's just gonna put it on the inside here and just fly away, or not fly away easily, as the F2 cars are equal, not like in F1. And Tamo now up to P3 on track. But he does miss his braking point a little bit, and Honeyweiser are going to try to get back on it. Look at Honeyweiser getting a great exit here, and it's going to try to go along the long way around the outside of Tamo. Can he do it in the right-hand reader? Touches, and Honeyweiser goes wide. Max this time can put in the fast lap of the race. Then Honeyweiser almost takes with him some of the sides there, or the braking boards, but he managed to stay away from them. And these two drivers, they're having a beautiful battle out on track. Casper and Tony just pulling away, and Casper have actually decreased that gap to Tony a little bit. Maybe we could get a fight for the victory at the end of the race. And also Guil, the F2.0 driver, P5 now, he has joined this fight. And of course, Honeyweiser, he do have penalty, but if Guil could get past him and fight with Tamo for that P3, that would be awesome for the F2.0 driver. But look at Honeyweiser now closing in once again with the DRS. He's going to pull down the outside here, and he's going to go the long way around. But does he break a little bit too late? They're still side by side. They almost touch us there. Tamo has to use the whole outside curb, but he managed to keep that. And now Frankie puts up, gets a specific time penalty. Honeyweiser not want to give this up here. And also Guil right to the back now of them. Only 2 tenths, I think, 4 tenths, 3 tenths. And these three drivers are going to battle all the way to the end about this third place in this race, even though Honeyweiser do have a penalty, and he could almost lose to Legend as well, I think. But now then, Tamo, he's in P3, but look at Honeyweiser with the RSS slipstream. He's closing in, and he's gonna go on the inside into the chicane, but he backs out of it, and he makes Tamo break a little bit late, and then Honeyweiser is gonna try to switch back. Can he get a good enough exit for that? He just got a good exit, and he's using the slipstream. He's gonna put his car on the inside into turn 10. Can he get sit down there? They're still side by side racing. Max this time has retired in the pits, but Tamo keeps at P3. It's amazing the drivers can manage to do this. Oh my god, I'm out of word here, as you guys can hear. I'm not an Englishman, I don't talk English normally, but I try to do my best here. But there's so much going on, and it's so hard to keep up with the right words here. Honeyweiser P4, F2.0 Dual P5, and these two are less than a second behind Tamo, and we're now going to start lap 10 out of 11. It's the second last lap of the race. This is the last chances. Guil will get Honeyweiser on the penalties, but I can imagine Guil gets like 9 places, and I think he would have 11 positions climb and get that P3 from Tamo. But then he'll have to get past Honeyweiser first. Honeyweiser losing his car a little bit there, but he managed to save it in again. Guil is half sticking behind now. Tamo leading with 3 tenths. Casper hasn't closed in the gap under Tony, so the Tony will have to make a mistake if Casper is going to get that. But now then Honeyweiser is 3 tenths up in this time. Purple first sector, right on the back of Tamo. And now, of course, he's not batting for the P3, thinking of the penalty, but he can try to get a fastest lap if this is his first sector, and he can keep it in the next year. Honeyweiser on the inside now, into the chicane on the back straight there, side by side. None of them want to give up their positions, and he's going to try to switch back as Guil as well, right to the back of these two now. And look at Honeyweiser once again, he gets a great exit there. Is closing off, he's using the slipstream. He's going to go on the inside of Tamo there, once again going side by side into turn 10, and this time Honeyweiser gets the overtake done of the P3 on track. Frankie puts in a fastest lap of the race. We have a yellow flag in sector 1. I think that's Ivan P7 who has spun around. And look at Tamo, he's almost drifting it through these corners now into turn 12. And if he could just get past Tamo, Guil will get a 3-pin. Guil, no, with a 3-second time penalty. And that's it for him. He cannot get a P3. But I think Honeybadger have 6 seconds if I'm right. He did have to cut one of the corners because of contact. I'm not sure if you can get that penalty removed, maybe. It depends on how many warnings you have. But look now at Tamo. He's going to get back on Honeybadger. He won that third place on track. And this is absolutely amazing, the fighting. They've been fighting for so many laps. And Tamo is back up into third place now. Honeybadger gets a much better exit. And he's going to go on the outside. And look at Guil. He's going to go on the inside here as well on the Honeybadger. Oh my. What a fighting here, guys. What a fighting. Look at Guil. He's pushing it everything. Can he get a switch back on Honeybadger, maybe? No, he can't. But now then, they're right on the back of Tamo. These two drivers, TTK driver and F2.0 driver, they will get the DRS of Tamo. But is it close enough for one of them to get it over to Don? Guil will have that P4 eventually, I think, with penalties. The Honeybadger P5. I think Tamo P3, but now Honeybadger on the inside of Tamo. Can they avoid it until my spins here? They can, they almost touches, but again Honeybadger tries to go for the switchback with a much better exit this time as well. In the slipstream, and it's gonna go on the inside once again, and Tamo is trying to defend it. Look at him, Tamo goes wide, and here comes Guil on the inside of Tamo, and Honeybadger almost goes 3 wide there. Oh, they touches Tamo. It's down to P5, Honeybadger P4. Honeybadger get a much better exit than Guil, and now Tamo, and look at it, they're fighting. It's absolutely amazing. Look at them go, they touches, and they're side by side now, down towards the last corners. Their Tony is going to come out of the last corner at this moment, and it's going to take the victory in front of Casper. But look at him, look at Tamo going to go for the switchback on the wheel. Their Tony wins. Casper takes P2, P3 goes to Honeybadger on track, but after penalties it goes to Tamo. Tamo gets it in P3. Legend goes up to P4, and Guil gets P5 with Honeybadger P6. Oh my. I am sitting in my place to challenge here, and I've been leaning up towards my racing wheel for the last 2 laps here and screaming out of my lungs. And this was just 11 laps of a sprint race. We'll have one more race to do. Whew. Oy. Tom eventually finished P8, Dorsey P7, Dylan P9, Kermit P10. Then we do have a fight between Frankie and Storm here, but Frankie do have a penalty. Oh, Frankie gonna go on the inside here of Storm then. Storm will get to P11 after penalties, but of course the fighting on track is beautiful. Frankie crosses the line P11 and Storm gets it after penalties. Then we have Ivan getting P13. I just had to write to the drivers in the Discord because this is so amazing. Oh, wow. Kermit's in the chat here once again, and now we're up to 7 viewers. Happy to see you guys here. Hope you are having a wonderful Saturday evening. We just finished the sprint race, and guys, stick here because this racing that we just had, it's one of the best battles I've ever had. It's just insane. That racing was just totally insane. So, and it was 11 laps. Now we're going to have 15 laps of racing. Driver of the day for me in the sprint is gonna, in the sprint is gonna have to be Honeybadger. Battle great. P12 to P6. He had P3/P4 before penalties, and he may get a 3 second removed. I'm not totally sure. But from my angle, it looks like he can get one removed. They're totally wins the race from P6 and get fossil up as well. But Honda Badge driver of the day for me in the sprint. Well done. My voice, it's gone. And as I said, we still have 50 more laps to do. I'm so glad I have something to drink here. The sun is shining once again, so no rain for this evening with racing. Welcome everyone. We have 20 seconds till we get another formation lap, and I think I can give you guys a lap. They're Tony in the chat saying DG, great, congratulations on that first victory. And now top 8 will be reversed for this race. So the Tony will start P8. I have a track map here. I'll take you guys through it. The pole record here in France. We're getting into the future race of 15 laps. 10 viewers, welcome everyone. On board with Casper then, as the grid is really weird. I thought they were supposed to be reversed. I'm not sure what happened. Problems with the game and stuff. I do know it can be like that. But into turn 1, 2, explosive cane, you have to use a lot of curb, but not too much, and not too much travel on the curb, then you'll spin around. Into turn 3 and 4 here. This is a tricky part, one of the slowest part on this track as well, and you can go side by side. We just saw it in the sprint race. Into turn 5, and then we're gonna get into second sector and turn 6. Don't give too much trouble, then you'll easily go wide here and miss the apex in turn 7 here. Out on the back straight, you will have a DRS, a speed trap at the end of this straight. But here, DRS, of course, will make it a chance for the drivers to overtake. Into turn 8 is the next here, and we can see dive bumps, we can see side by side, and then into turn 9 we can switch back out of this corner. I don't know how many of them Honda Badge just did, but it was amazing seeing how many did. Maximum Attack has managed to join the lobby, so he'll join the future race. That's nice to see. Welcome in Maximum Attack. Happy to see you here as well. Down and into turn 10, fast right-hander. We can go side by side here as well. We just saw it, and of course all the way through the next corners into turn 11. We can also go side by side. I gotta be careful with the throttle here on the curb. If you use too much throttle on the exit there, you can use the spin or get penalties. Into turn 12 then, inside curb here as well. If you're a little too much on that, you'll use the spin. Too much throttle out of here, you spin every corner if you give too much throttle or too much curb. Through turn 13, into turn 14. And that is the second last corner, and it's a left-hander before you slow down into turn 15, the last corner. And then out on the start-finish straight with DRS, so you can see overtakes into turn 1 as well. And that was this lap of the 5.8 kilometer long track. First Grand Prix was in 1971, and we're gonna get 15 laps of racing here now, guys. So hope you are enjoying your evening. We're gonna get racing here. Casper taking the top position on soft tires. Then we have Tamo hard. We have Max, the two Tridents on soft. Then we have there Tony, Dylan, and Ivan on hard. The rest is on soft. And I'm not sure about pit stop how it is here, but let's find out then. Casper leading, taking the lead here at the start, maybe, or it will be Tamo. He's on hard tires. It's lights out. And away we go. Tamo on the hard doesn't get a great start here, but Casper does get a great start, and Maxi is gonna try the inside of Tamo into turn 1, I think. He's trying side by side. Tamo goes a little bit wider line there, but it keeps that P2, and Camels have received a 3-second time penalty. Multiple warnings as Honda Badge is sent around here. Now they're Tony on the hard is going to try to battle Maxi in a campus. Is it campus car? The one behind him? Is that the campus car? I think it's the campus car. I'm not totally sure, but I think it's the campus car. It was in a sandwich. But now, look at their Tony losing to Tom here. And look at him behind here battling. Now Legend on the inside. And Kermit going to try noisy. Maximum Attack is out of the race. Can we see it from Honda Badge's car? On the exit there. No safety car then. But further down the field we have fighting. Oh, there's Corset and we're spit around. Who is that? That is Tom and Noisy. I think they have collided and both of them have been spin around. And Kermit as well. Aye, guys, gotta be more careful. Keep it clean, remember. Oh, Guil on Dylan into turn 11 on the inside. And Frankie gonna try as well. Side by side here with Dylan. Frankie gets a better exit and up into P7. That's a bad run. My controller is low. So I hope it keeps or can hold out the rest of the race. So we have first lap done, and Tamo keeps his second place on the hard tires. That's impressive. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think he would manage that because of course, hard tires. Noisy has retired in the pit, he is done. Kermit's gonna go in the pit. Is there any damage then maybe for the MP Motorsport? Probably. Hard tires for his car and a front wing change. Two drivers out on the first lap, sad to see that. And now then, we have a battle for third place, and look at Google sending it onto the inside of Camrose. A little touch there, that's just beautiful hard racing. Camrose goes a little bit wider than Guil. Guil can maybe get it now. He is 2/10 behind using the slipstream. No DRS for the drivers yet. And he is going to go on the outside of Camels. Oh, he's on the line here. And he is passed, I think. He is passed up to P5. F2.0 driver goes. Well done. See then, Camels still right on the back. And sorry, I've lost my voice now. Sorry, guys. Okay, Guil losing a little bit on Ledge and right on the back of Maxi now. And Maxi's struggling because he's losing time to Tamo, and Tamo's on the hard tires. So realistically, Maxi should have been closer here. So maybe straightening a little bit with the tires, maybe it's setup, I don't know. Camels and Frankie. Oh, they're with a collision here, and Frankie's been around. Now down to P9. I'm not sure what happened, I didn't see anything. But there's Tony that's going to try on the outside of Camels into turn 1. Oh, Camels cuts the corner a little bit there. Maxi! No, it was Guil. Guil was drifting it there. And he's going to get overtaken by a few drivers. I was on my way up to Maxi when I saw someone drift it there. So Guil had saved his car from spinning. And did lose a few positions though, but down to P7 he goes. Now then, Maxi is 5.5 behind Legend, and I think that's too far behind to do anything with the DRS, so we'll come back here very shortly, because look at this behind Camels. There's Tony and Guil, they're closing in. Camels trying to defend it, they're turning to go on the inside of Camels. Can he get it done? Oh, they touch it! Oh, and that almost went bad for them. And Dylan got past Guil on that, and Tony managed to stay away from her spin or save it. Still here as well. There's so many fights, I'm not sure which to pick. Sorry guys, but there's so many drivers who are battling now. We have this battle here for P9, and they're right behind on a battle for P5. And now Guil and Dylan fighting. Guil, I think, I had up one place there, yeah. Past Dylan, and look at them now. We have the fight for P5 down to P11, all of them battling for this 5th place that Camels have at the moment in the call-in. And the drivers have DRS now, and it's Tom and Frankie. Tom tried to defend that from Frankie. Maybe Frankie tried to give it on the inside, and Honey Badger is trying on the inside now. Look at this beautiful camera angle we're getting here. Frankie and Honey Badger battling. Camels with a penalty. Frankie have to cut the corner. He spins around. Oh, and he almost gets it into the wall there. Luckily he stays away from it, but Not sure what happened, if it had a little bit of trouble there or if there's about turn. There are Tony and Guil fighting here. Guil climbing position. Guil showing great pace in sprint and future race. Climbing many positions now up to P6 right behind Camels. And now more battles, hard to choose, but Tom versus Tom here, Honda Badger versus Tom. And then we also have Legend and Max Design further up the field. We have Dylan and Tony fighting. We have Guil getting past Camels. So many overtakes. And now Max Design going to go on the outside of Legend into turn 10. Can he take it the long way around outside? I don't think so. He's still there though. He doesn't give it up. He's going to try to stick it here in turn 11. But Legend gets a much better line here. Back down to Dylan. He's also trying it under Tony. And beautiful battling, guys. You're killing my voice here, guys. Look how close he's. Oh, no. Camels spin around into the wall. Is there any damage? There is. Oh, retardant track. That's not legal. A little rage fit from a DSW driver. Let's hope it won't be in the safety car. No safety car, luckily. Frank into the pit, but so the drivers, even though we do have our accidents, remember to don't retire on track. It can cause a safety car in the worst case scenario. And of course it says in the rule we are not allowed to retire on track. So remember that for the next time or other times, guys. But now then, they're Tony and Dylan fighting for a P6. Guil getting a good gap to these, and he's going to try to close it on Maxi and Legend fighting for P3. Now then, Dylan in DRS after Tony. He's going to go on the inside, overtake, easily done. But what about Honda Badger? Can he maybe get it under Tony? He has DRS, he has Stream. He's going to, oh, he almost sends it. And he did lock up his rear wheel there, it looked like. Honda Badger tried to go for it, but then it wasn't close enough. We still have a yellow flag that's car lane of Camels who have just driven out on track and parked there. Honda Badger under Tony. They're totally on Dylan as well. Tom right on the back here. Also, and Guil, he's showing amazing pace. He's now right. Oh, Tony and Dylan first. We have to take a look at them. They're Tony gonna go around Dylan, and there we have the soft runners goes into the pit, but Guil, he stays out on track. If you look at his front left front tire, we can see that he is probably going to pit this lap since he didn't pit now. And of course they are putting on hard tires for the soft runners. So the other drivers starting hard are going to do a hard soften, I can imagine. Dylan and Tony, they started on hard tires, and here they are battling for a third place in this race here on lap 6. Dylan will get the DRS under Tony on the back straight and will get the chance as well to do his overtake for P3. Storm as well in the pit, but here Dylan comes the Prema driver on the inside of the Campus driver. I'm really sure it's the Campus. I'm trying to see on the car if I can see any names. Campus, yeah. Campus. Oh, the Tony piece of a time penalty. Ay. And look at there, has Ivan as well picks up a penalty, and he has Casper on his side now. Casper getting a great exit and up to P5. He has also all pitted, so he's actually leading this race since the driver in front of him has not pitted. Frankie had crashed out and is out of the race. There's Kari, and that's not the first victim of that corner tonight. Turn 7. Still no safety car. Unsafe. Not sure if safety car is enabled. Starting to wonder. Guil now in the pit for his pit stop, and he's gonna put on the hard tires. I'm really sure. Also, the Tony gonna try to get past the Prema driver again. Dylan, who got past in the last lap, and now it's their turn this time. Try and get back. Hard tires for Guil, and he's getting overtaken by Casper and Ivan now. Let's see, we can take a look where he will come out then. Here is Legend and Maxi coming really fast. Oh, side by side almost with Maxi, but Maxi gets that. And Guil comes out P8, but of course he's P4 considering that we have a few drivers who will have to pit. But again, they will pit for soft tires later in the race and they will have an advantage. Badger picks up a 3-second time penalty. Maxi and Guil now, and he's closing on with the DRS at slipstream. It's gonna go on the inside and try to go for the overtake. They're side by side into the chicane, but Maxi gets the overtake done. I think Guil is gonna try to get a better exit, and it did have a small snap there, but he's then gonna try it on the inside now, down towards turn 10. Hey, it's a little bit on the side, but this is enough. You have a better line, hits the apex and get the overtake back done. But Maxi doesn't want to give it up, and they're still side by side, but Maxi have the wide line, and that will slow him down a little bit. Honeybatcher also on the battle now. Interesting to see when the hard runners, the one who started on hard, so Ivan and top 3, when they are gonna go for the pit stop. Maybe lap 10 or something, I can think. On the Badger puts it in the fastest lap of the race so far, 1:43.3. And last in the sprint race, the fastest lap was 1:43.1. Now then, we have Legend Guil got inside the DRS on the detection point of Legend, and he will close in here on the battle for P6 then on track. Also Maxi and Honeybatch right on the back there as well, so they can maybe join in on this fight. The other car and driver, DRA Storm, have retired in the pits and is done for tonight. So 11 drivers left in this race, and Honeybatcher and Maxi battling it here, as that was Guil, I think, going wide. Honeybatcher now on the back of Maxi. We have Dylan in for his pit stop now, and he's gonna go for the soft tires and give it everything at the end then to try and climb some position. He will need to have a good pace and climb position here now. But look at Honeybatcher on Maxi. Great fighting between the TSG and NSR driver here in Trident and Dams. Dylan is on a fresh set of soft tires and he's on his way out of the pit. Where is he gonna come out is the question. I think he's gonna come out behind these drivers. There it is, comes at P9, and now Honeybatch is gonna put it on the inside into turn 1 of Maxi. Maxi doesn't want to give it up. They're still side by side, as that is Guil. Gonna have to go wide, I think, or Legend. I'm not sure who it was. It was Guil. Tom getting a time penalty there, and Honeybatch getting past Maxi. But these 4 drivers are battling for P2, considering the other drivers are at the pit. So Dylan is with the soft tires could fight for some good positions now. Oh, well, look at Guil and Legend now fighting. Guil on the inside, Honeybatch closes in, he's gonna go on the inside of Legend. He almost sends it there, and he's gonna go for his famous switchback, I think. Look at that, look at that, look at that, Honeybatch with his switchback, and wow. Maxi's time out of the race, he have crashed out, Ivan with a 10-second time penalty. Honeybatch now on Guil as well. Honeybatch making overtakes absolutely incredible. He's an awesome driver here tonight, and he's side by side with Guil now, and Guil and Honeybatcher fighting for P4. Who's gonna get it? Is that Tamo in the pit as well? Look at him battling, look at him giving it everything here, and right behind is Dylan and Legend. Dylan with the soft tires, Marcus have retired, and that is both Trident drivers out of the race as well. Tamo pitted for soft tires now. Now then, Honeybatcher on grill as well. Honeybatcher making incredible work here with his overtake, and Tamo is already out on the pits in P3. Well done from him. And Honeybatcher up to P4 then. Their Tony still have to pit, and Tamo could be fighting for victory because Casper had pitted, but he's on the hard tires. And now then, Grill is still right to the back of Honeybatcher, and Dylan is gonna try to get, I think Dylan is gonna try to get past him. Jamie in the chat, welcome my friend. How are you doing? And yes, it is Pariah in the commentator box for these awesome drivers. We have 10 drivers left out on track, battling for everything, and especially no Honeybatcher is in the wall. He was having such a strong race here, and he's out of the, no, not out of the race, but he have lost his whole front wing. Oh, I feel bad for him. He's been such a strong driver in this race, both in the sprint and the future so far, and with 5 laps to go, he's been sit out in turn 7. I feel bad for him. That's sad, that's sad. But now we do have Dylan P4 on the soft tires, and it's eventually P3 as their Tony will have to pit. Their Tony and Dylan were really close to each other before Dylan pitted. So gonna be exciting to see where their Tony comes at now as he's in the pit this lap. So there's Tony getting passed by Tamo and Casper now. His starts are on and he's on his way out of the pits. Guil, Dylan and Legend is coming here, and he is right behind Legend. But again, he's with a soft tire, so he should have advantage on Guil and Legend. They do have a time penalty, so will affect this race. Pariah commentator voice back confirmed. Commentator voice back confirmed. What do you mean? I'm a little bit confused now. I'm not a smart guy. Tamo on Casper, then Guil picks up a 3-second time penalty. Not what he needed. And now then Tamo with the soft tire should have a big advantage on Casper. They both have done their pit stop, and Tamo will gonna go, or he's gonna go on the outside. He's 1.1 up on his time now. Still does touch a little bit side by side into turn 11. It's Casper on the inside, Tamo on the outside. He has the soft tire, so we will have an advantage, and he gets past here. Honeybatcher have retired in the pit. And was probably a little bit mad after that spin he had, and lost his whole front wing and losing many points there as he had a great race. The Tamo then up into the lead. We have Legend and their Tony battling for P5 on track. Put me on Merc and I'll still get beat by these guys. Jamie, that's so true. Nah, mate, I'm just kidding you. That would have been real fun to see, though. But Legend 6 tenths behind. Their Tony again with the soft tire. 7 will have a big advantage. Drill also Dylan, but again these few battles we have are between drivers on fresh shop and a little used to be hard tires. So yeah, be right back. Yeah, a few laps to go, so you have to get back for the last laps, Jamie. Yeah, Legend outside the second on their Tony now. He still has a DRS because of their section point, but he's out of this battle, I think. Drill as well, he do have a time penalty. So it doesn't matter much for him, or if Dylan gets a time penalty, this could be nice for him. Everyone has done their pit stop. Grill is actually up 10 positions now. Impressing. Battling for P4 here. Or P3 maybe. P3 on track at least. If my controller goes out of power, ran out of power, I'm gonna have to use my racing wheel to switch on drivers and all this stuff, because how I use my of course there's two USB ports in the PlayStation. One of them is for my headset and the other one is for my racing wheel. And when I sit in the PlayStation challenge, for those who know, you have to there's a specific way to get in and out of it, and I'm not gonna do that now just to charge it now, because when I'm done I'm gonna race a little bit on Gran Turismo. So if that controller runs out of power, I'm gonna have to comment it with racing wheels. We see now switching that it works though. It's not that hard, but still not ideal. Not so much battling now. Grill, he is staying on the back of Dylan, which is pretty impressive, because Dylan is on his softwares are 4 laps now. So on these last laps, I think actually Grill will have an advantage. It was only 600s behind his time now actually, and it keeps within the DRS. But he needs Dylan to get a penalty. If Dylan gets a penalty, we would have have an amazing battle for 3rd place. But since Dylan doesn't have a 3 time penalty, we know that at the moment he will get it anyway. Look at Grill's pace. In the sprint race as well, he climbed so many positions in the great racing, and now as well in the future race, climbed 10 positions, fighting for 3rd place here, and it's just so impressive to be. Yeah, I like it. Great driver here, and he's gonna. Oh, is he gonna try it on Dylan now? He is right on his back, but this is not the perfect place to overtake, especially with F2 cars. Can maybe get it down towards turn 1 with a great exit here in DRS. But because of the tires, Dylan gets a little bit of a better exit then. And now Grill is right on the back, but not close enough. Or is he? Is he gonna go for it? Oh, he sends it! He sends it! He goes for the overtake! And it's up to P3 past the Prema driver. Now, Dylan just has to stay away from the track limits, and he will still get that P3. Second last lap, we'll have to check his. I want to check Dylan's race director. Warning. He does have 2 warnings. Aye. Dylan, now take it careful, and this 3rd place is yours. Now, Grill gonna try to defend it, but Dylan is gonna get it back. Tony as well is right on the back, and he could maybe join the fight here for 4th place with Grill, and if Dylan gets a penalty, then it would be 3rd place. Jamie back on the final lap, or 2nd to final, same thing. Yeah, there's great battling here. Dylan doesn't have a time penalty, so he'll get that 3rd place anyway, but he does have 2 warnings, 1 more, and we all know what's gonna happen. So, of course, Grill doesn't know that. He can't check the race director. Right, driving now on the inside of Dylan, and they are gonna battle. I think Grill does. Grill wants to push Dylan, because then Dylan is gonna feel pressure, and maybe he picks up a penalty. I think that's what Grill is gonna hope for here. But still, now there's Tony as well joining this battle with these drivers for 3rd place, or 3rd/4th. Drifting out of last corner, and Grill in the DRS again. Tom does go for a pit stop on the 2nd last lap. Grill on the inside into turn 1, up to P3 again. Oh, when looking at Dylan taking the curb here, scary. Just 1 warning and it's over for Dylan. Or, of course, Dylan will get the DRS now, so he'll get the last and best overtaking possibility. And there's Tony right at the back, and he has fresher soft tires, so he is the one with the biggest advantage here. But again, he also have a time penalty, which can affect his result. And look at Dylan, he is building up for an attack here. Guil goes wide, and now then Dylan is gonna go on the inside, and look at there, Tony. He can fight for 4th place with Guil, and he's gonna send it on the inside into the chicane. Oh, there Tony breaks late. No, there Tony spins around, touch the curb, maybe unlock up, and Guil, he was the one breaking late and having to cut here. Tries to avoid penalty by staying off track, and of course he does stay away from it. And that's some people will be like, oh, he stayed off track, trying to avoid a penalty, but still, Dylan is of the P3, so. And so Gil didn't gain anything on it, but we'll have to go over to Tamo because he have done an amazing strategy starting on the hard tires. I think it was P2. Let's take a look. It was P2, and he is gonna get the victory here tonight in the future race. Well done to Tilki Tamo taking the victory here. 1st place for him. Casper Iverson, the Dane, taking 2nd place here. Then we have Gil gonna go on a 2nd or the last corner here, but Dylan is... Oh, can we get a photo finish? Dylan doesn't have a penalty, and he's gonna get P3, and right behind does Guil take P4. Legend crossing the line, taking P5. They're turning P6. Tom is gonna be the next one to take P7. Maybe try the fastest lap at the end here. But if Guil didn't have a time penalty, there would be 48,000 separating him and Dylan. So introduce JK. It would be nice, but the thing is that because podium in sprint and podium now, we can take the winners from the 2 races though, maybe, and interview them instead of having up to 5 or 6 people in interview box. Tom taking P7, next one's gonna be Kermit taking P8, and then we're gonna have Ivan P9. Oh, Ivan has a puncture. Ivan has puncture actually. Oh, what? What? Good with 20-second time penalty? That's gotta be a glitch. I had that. I saw that glitch happen in a league race I had on Sunday, so probably a glitch there. But I went crossing line P9 with a puncture actually. I'm just gonna have to find out who won the 1st race, and then we can maybe get the interview with them. So yeah, Tamo here taking the victory, and well done to him. And the Dane taking P2, and it's Casper, and then P3 was to Dylan, I think. Well, if we can get the result, I think we can see the victor or the winner from the 1st race. And then we can, Tony won the 1st one, and Tamo now. So let's ask them. Tony and Tamo interview. Casper finishing P2 in both races as well, so well done him, picking up many points. In sprint race he went from P10 as well, and now he dropped from P1 down to P2, but still a lot of points for him. Result this week in Tamo coming out on top with 37 points. Then we have Casper with 34 points. They're total P3 27, and yeah, the rest you can see here. So we did have many drivers here with Eddie and F at the end. Tamo not joining in for an interview. He doesn't have the chance to join. Not sure about their Tony. Still no answer for him. Surprised you do interviews in preseason. Yeah, I like doing interviews, but still, I don't know if their Tony is in for it. Kermit in the chat again, and if their Tony doesn't answer very soon, we're gonna end it here. But yeah. Driver after in the 1st race, Honda Battery driver after in the 2nd race. Guil did an amazing job climbing many position. It is time penalty who ruined for him, but still, he was 48,000 from 3rd place. If it weren't for the penalties, he would have been at 48,000 behind. So Guil drives today in the 2nd race. Well done to him. Mm. For Tony. Still no answer from their Tony. But it was a great evening, though. I enjoyed doing the commentating here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep commentating here. Dear Tony doesn't want to join for injury either, and that's totally okay by Dear Tony and Tamo. Well done to them. Congratulations on the victories. And remember to follow us here on Twitch, as we will start to do some of the streams here. And of course, go on YouTube, League Racing TV, where you'll also see a lot of content and a lot of racing. So again, my name is Oliver Andreas, and thanks for sticking around for the last 1 hour and 40 minutes. And yeah, that's it. Enjoy your weekend and goodbye.